Welcome, Matt Middlestead here again to another We Grow Together, No Agent Left Behind Mastermind. Excited to have everybody here. We have a special guest today, amazing real estate agent, makes 6+ figures a year just off of her YouTube channel. And she's here to give back value to you, okay, to be able to help you in your business going into 2023. So without further ado, I will introduce Miss Veronica Edwards out of the Daytona Beach area. Hopefully I got that location right. I know it's like, is it Daytona Beach area? Okay. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Fantastic. And so I'm going to throw the call to you. You've got about 13 agents on here that are wanting to learn about what you've done to make a 6-figure plus business off of just a YouTube channel. So go ahead, Veronica. I'm going to throw the call to you.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Matt. And thanks everyone for taking time out of your day. I'm going to try and provide you as much value as possible. If you haven't seen already in the chat, I went ahead and shared my YouTube monthly planner. Feel free to download it and use it if you like. Also, I have a free Facebook group where I help a lot of agents or provide what I feel a lot of value in that group. Feel free to join that as well if you like. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. There we go. So
Veronica, real quick, Veronica, tell them a little bit about yourself as well. I don't know if you're going to do that in the presentation, but I just want them to know where you came from. Yeah, you used to be a fire lady, right? No, I'm just joking.
I was a firefighter. Actually, I used to do computers, believe it or not, but that was a long time. I've been in real estate since 2011 in the Daytona Beach area. And if you've never been to Daytona Beach, it's a touristy town and prices are fairly reasonable here. So when I make over 100,000 just from YouTube, it's not like I'm in Orlando or the San Francisco market. Homes here are extremely affordable. So I feel if you're in a better city, you'll do even better. So with your price points, I used to own a real estate company. I've done everything. I've coached agents for many years. And YouTube is a gold mine. If you're not using it, I highly suggest it. And if you are doing something else like cold calling or door knocking, it really makes a really nice addition to what you may already be doing. Okay, so here is my YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel, you probably wouldn't see this. This is something you can get pretty affordable from TubeBuddy, so just ignore that. But I've been doing YouTube for, as you can see, this is one of my oldest videos, for a little over 2 years. In the last 2 years, I've been making, like I said, over 6 figures just from YouTube. My sphere of influence referrals, that's not included. That's just from YouTube in the Daytona Beach. I take that as quite a win. So the planner I have is a step-by-step process that'll help you through the video planning process. This is, like I said, I have it in the chat. If anybody wants to download it, you can go ahead and read it. I'm not going to read it for you. Here's my Facebook group, or if you want anything more, this is my coaching program I have right now. So the first thing is, step one is you want to nail down your theme. I know a lot of you have heard that, riches and niches. Well, especially in YouTube, because you want to feed YouTube, it has to know, or really needs to know what your channel's about. So it could be commercial, luxury, flipping homes, property management, whatever you want to have your niche. And then you can always expand from that. So for example, when I started mine, I really focused on relocating to Daytona Beach. And then as it started picking up and doing a lot, YouTube really had an idea of what my channel's about. Then I started expanding to the greater Daytona Beach area, which includes the larger area of Daytona Beach. And it still seems to be doing quite well from that. So my channel, in other words, if you go look, it's about relocating to the greater Daytona Beach area. That's why I named it Central Florida Homes. Because another thing I found, and many of you have probably heard, is when you market to everyone, you're really marketing to no one. The beauty is when you have your videos work for you while you're sleeping, that's what's great about YouTube. I can't count how many times I've gotten up and I've had many leads in my inbox. And the leads are some of the best leads I've ever received. So they're qualified. They actually are asking you to work with them. They're hoping you have time, which is is just really wonderful after, paying for leads over the years and trying every other lead generator. And it's just, like I said, I find it way easier than cold calling, door knocking, or paying for leads. Because YouTube will, what they'll also do once they know what your channel's about, they will put your content in front of people that are most likely to watch it. But if they don't know who you're talking to, that could confuse them. For example, on my other channel, this one, I've had it for a little while, but I got sick and I was coaching or was doing videos for agents. Then I got sick. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not going to do that. So I went over that. And then I got done with that. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll make it travel. So YouTube's just all over the place. It's like, what is your channel about? So I'm not going to do that no more. I'm just going to keep it strictly bringing value, which I do on my other channel. I bring values to buyers and sellers. In this channel, I bring value to real estate agents looking to grow their business at little to no cost at all. So it's real important.
So Veronica, I have a question really quick. So you've got this channel, go back to the other channel that you've got. So and this is just a question that, I've heard from other people as well, is, so let's just say like you had this channel where when you got sick, you were documenting stuff about being sick, which I'm glad you're better now. So very thankful for that. Do you think it would have been better to just forget about this channel, okay, and start a fresh one? Do you think there's a chance that YouTube's already confused with the algorithm of this channel, and or will it catch up over time the more videos you keep doing the same type of value back?
It will catch up over time. I should have made a separate channel if I thought I was going to continue on the, what you do when you have cancer type, because my original videos, my oldest ones, and they don't let you go back. They used to let you go to oldest. So you just kind of scroll, was for agents.
Gotcha. So there was just a part where, like, in the middle of the channel where that kind of went over. Okay, got it.
I shouldn't have did that. Is what I should have just not did it or put it somewhere else. I was so emotional. I didn't know what to do. And I was still learning a lot about YouTube. I won't switch again.
So agents that are watching this, remember, if you've, like, a lot of us, I've seen a lot of agents that start a channel and then they don't do anything with it. They put a few videos and they're like, oh, it didn't work, right? Nothing works in life, what's that?
Like 2 videos,
two videos not to work. It's kind of like a marriage, guys. You got to keep working on that marriage, like it'll fall apart, right? Same thing with the YouTube channel. So if you have a channel right now and the channel has not been what you want it to be, don't be afraid to go start another channel and be consistent on that channel, right? And my other question to you really quick, Veronica, is like this channel for the real estate, the one where you have the most subscribers, over 1,000 subscribers, and you're making 6 figures on. When you say all about Central Florida, what I've been told is like I live in a city in Austin, but I live in a little sub-city called Buda. It would probably be best to not just say Buda, Texas living, because how many people are searching Buda, Texas, or Round Rock, Texas. So like it's best to be more general of the area. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yes, I would agree, because I've never heard of that where you just said you lived. But a lot of people have heard of Daytona Beach because there are events. So it's a good keyword. Palm Coast, for example. This video is just literally me driving around. And I know some people get way more views than me, but views don't even count because I'm making money. So that's why I'm happy. But for some reason, that keyword Palm Coast, people that know the greater Daytona Beach area love Palm Coast. And I probably should make more, but I just don't really want to push working up in Palm Coast because it's about 45 minutes from me and I get a lot of business where I live. But it's definitely the key words. If you keep mentioning a city or place nobody's heard of, like maybe Ocala, if I lived in Ocala, I don't know how many people have heard of Ocala, Florida, but I know Daytona Beach. And then I know
Ocala. I know Ocala.
Yeah.
But there isn't a lot of people, but exactly. But let me ask you this. So let's give some examples for like people so let's say we've got a lot of people that live in El Paso that are on this call. So
Oh,
let's just say that they're in El Paso, and in El Paso, the way they determine different areas is they determine, east side, west side, central, like they don't name it like cities. So if
right.
you were going to start a YouTube channel in El Paso,
Mhm.
what would, and you covered like basically the whole area,
Yeah.
what would you name the channel?
Oh, that's good because your channel name can be a keyword too. Like, so maybe just moving to or living in El Paso, and then I would definitely do verses because actually step 2, I was going to go over some of how to come up with your first 12 video ideas. And one that is very popular is something versus. So like you said, there is East El Paso versus West or something like that, right? I would do videos on that, north and south. Like we have mainland and we have beachside because there's a bridge that separates. So people call it beachside or they call it mainland. Pros and cons, people like that. They like, what's the difference between mainland? They like versus videos. They like pros and cons. They like top 5, like countdown videos, 10. Those seem to always do cost of living of in certain areas.
Awesome.
Yeah. So so that led up to is a great question because that pretty much led up to step 2 of planning your videos. Sorry, I have notes over there. How to come up with your first 12 video ideas. So naming your channel, something, where you worked, you want to hit that keyword. I would probably, like I said, moving in or living in El Paso, Texas would be, I think, amazing. I think that would get a lot of views. You probably also get subscriber count quicker than me as well, because Daytona is so small. There's not 100,000 people looking to move to Daytona, but maybe someplace like San Francisco or El Paso, you may get subscribers quicker also. So again, it doesn't really matter the subscribers or the view as long as the calls are coming in. And that's what I'm hoping this little class will help people to get their videos up and going, some of the do's and don'ts and things maybe not to worry about so much. So like I was saying, the videos is how to come up. In here, I go over some, ideas of how to brainstorm some ideas, your first few videos. So that way you're up and running, you're not kind of stuck, because it's real important not to wing it with these videos, I think. Some of the ways are like going to somebody else's channel, like you can even use mine or another real estate agent, and going to their most popular. And most of them, you'll probably find their pros and cons, cost of living, versus and countdown videos seem to do really well on YouTube, because when buyers are searching to live in that city, that's what they're looking for. That's what really piques their interest. And then later on, you can do like 5 best restaurants nearby. I just recently did one a couple months ago, and quite frankly, it took off well. And what's really fun is when I do meet a buyer from YouTube, they're like, hey, I ate at one of your recommendations. I'm like, what are you talking about? The video you do. I'm like, oh yeah, my favorite restaurants. Yeah, great. So you start connecting those bonds a little better. But in here, I also, if you go to Google, that's a great way. You just start typing in moving to, if you're looking for video ideas, this is what this is about. Moving to Ohio from Florida, like say you're in Ohio, moving to Ohio from New York. And those will give you some great, because I do a lot of those. Sometimes I'll go to like Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to go down there, visit some friends while I'll do a pros and cons Daytona versus Fort Lauderdale video. And I actually got a client. He was considering a move to somewhere in Florida. Fort Lauderdale was one of his choices. And he said it was that video that drew him to me. And he ended up buying an investment property here in Daytona. So those, any type of video, but you do those searches and that's what really helps you. I've even done San Francisco versus Daytona. Of course, Daytona always wins. I don't put the other city down, but it all really, people comment all the time on different videos. And that's when definitely it's helping you work. So this is, again, all in the planner. And if you want to use it, you can help, keep you, if you're a writer, like to put things down, this will all help you as well, I hope.
And that's really cool. And I also heard from another YouTuber real estate agent. He said that, like, how do you come up with the title of, the video, right? Like,
It's
and so
important.
like,
Mhm.
yeah, the title's super important. So this was on another mastermind. He showed where can you go to Google really quick?
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
just
Yeah, that's
since
fine.
you're
I scrolled down
just
for you.
open up another page for Google.
Yep.
And just type in let's just say what fun things to do in
Oh,
just in the Google part, I guess. Well, I guess that's the same thing.
doing Orlando.
I'm such an Apple nerd. Okay, yeah, what fun things to do in Orlando.
Okay.
Okay, so scroll down.
Mhm.
Okay, so stop right there. You see where the questions,
Mhm.
those people ask questions. He says this is a trick. He says just do one of those, the titles. What is worth seeing in Orlando? So that would be your title versus
Mhm.
fun things to do in Orlando.
Yeah.
And he said that because people are already searching that. These are questions, these are high questions that are already searching. That's why Google has put them there. So
Mhm. Yeah.
and if I'm mistaken, Veronica, YouTube is owned by Google or versa,
Yeah.
vice versa, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So why
yeah.
wouldn't you use it? I'm on the first page
Yeah.
of Google on many pages because my videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great. And those are great top. Yep. And sometimes there'll be a blog and you can kind of read over the blog and then just, there's your topic, what you're going to talk about. Because after a while, you do kind of start running out of ideas. That's a great tip. I'm glad you brought that up though. Yeah. That's a great way to get titles. And then of course your thumbnails. I know I'm getting a little off topic, but your thumbnails, I know mine aren't the best, but they're like stop signs when people are scrolling. They're going to see the thumbnail, has to catch their eye, and then the title. And if you can't get them to click, it doesn't matter how great your video is if you cannot get them to click on it. So then step 3, I have, you do want to plan your 90-day release. So what I'm saying here, and you can read this later if you like, is you want to make sure your call to action's good in your video, your keywords, your video description, kind of like we were just talking about, because I don't know how much everyone knows, but under each video, you get an opportunity to put, it's going to go slow because I think we're on Zoom, but you want to put descriptions and stuff underneath. And these are all great keywords as well, what you put in here. This I just put as standard, you could put in as your settings for those that don't know. But these are some of the keywords that we're talking about. So Ormond Beach is a very popular city here. These videos usually I get calls from, anything with Ormond. Just after a while, you just kind of learn what videos really do well as also. Because again, you still don't want to wing it or go on a rant, like just keep talking. You want to keep it focused because people's attention span isn't, like we all know, like it used to be. So the more you can narrow down your content and all that, it really helps. And you can schedule your videos because consistency is key. Once you start making them, even if it's once a month, it's going to be really slow. But I always do. I don't try, no matter what. I have one video a week. And even when I was sick, I missed it a little bit. But as soon as I was better, I got right back to, and that what really helps YouTube push you out is when you're consistent with your videos. And like I said, the beauty is you can create one and then schedule it. So that really helps as well too.
And Veronica, really quick, just a point on that. So me and Veronica did something called batch content the other day. So we literally shot 4 videos, 4 videos within an hour's time frame. All right. And now she's got that content to be able to go in and edit. So you're not having to go, oh my God, I gotta make a video today. I gotta make and what I've heard from YouTubers that do that on a high level is they pick a day or a time slot. And I'm sure she has that in her planner. Okay. To where it's like, hey, I'm gonna go and batch content and then I'll come back and edit it or whatever. So it's a way to utilize your time. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, and I think that's covered somewhere in here, or definitely I know it's in the planner. There's a part where if we step 5, we go over if you're going to edit or do it yourself, because even editing, but I do, yeah, I always try and batch shoot, because that way if something comes up, or I forgot, oh, I'm going out of town next week, or I got an influx of buyers, because it seems like YouTube also pushes you out, and then all of a sudden your phone, everything's blowing up, and then it kind of slows, and then they push you out. So you get waves of being really busy, but you can't stop making your videos. So, and then step 4, create your monthly video creation. Here's where, yep, here it is. You talk about batch recording. I try to, Sundays, I'm usually, even if I'm working buyers, I usually have some time. It just seems to slow down on Sundays. And I'll try to batch shoot a few videos, because now I'm working 2 channels. So it's all the more, like it's a little slow right now, that's fine. But when it picks up again, I got to have those videos scheduled out, so I don't miss that consistent 1 a week video. So batch shooting does help. And then you find time to edit, or you can outsource editing. So I'll talk about in a minute, but you have to do it. You must do your videos. Once you start, don't stop. A lot of people ask me, when did I start getting leads? I actually got my first inquiry. It was an email. I remember my first 2. I woke up and I seen it in my inbox, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And it was around the 3 or 4 month mark of me doing videos. At first, I had a lot of time on my hands. I was doing a couple of videos a week, but you don't have to do that. You can just do 1 a week, or just start doing them, but then try and be consistent. But around, 3 or 4 months, and then and sometimes they'll contact you and they're looking like a year out, and that's fine. You can get them connected with your lender unless they're paying cash. It's plenty of time. Just keep in touch with them. The YouTube helps, because they'll subscribe and they'll keep watching you, and that's kind of helping you keep in touch with them. So then, yeah, step 5 is mapping out, like if you're going to edit or do it yourself. I chose to do it myself in the beginning, because one, I wanted to learn, if I did outsource it, I wanted to make sure I knew what they were doing or how it worked, just so I can make it the best. And then it's really not that hard. So now it doesn't take me very long. I can sit down and shoot and edit a video all within a couple hours, or I can batch shoot a bunch, and then I'll just spend like an hour in the morning and I'll edit a bunch. So I'm having a hard time releasing it out. I know if I hired an editor that was good, but you got to find that one that's good and, does what you want. They could probably put more fancy bells and whistles, and it could improve, maybe, I don't know. But I do know I'm not a videographer, and I don't think that's what people are looking for when they're looking to hire a real estate agent. They're okay with it being very authentic and very real. I even had one client recently, we became friends, and we went to Disney, and we were just chit-chatting. They said that's one of the reasons they chose me as their agent, because I seem so real in my videos. I think because they weren't that good, but that's okay, because that's what they wanted. They wanted just, I guess, because they're not professional at all. That's what they attracted them. So I would suggest do it yourself, and unless you have somebody that's editing and you like their work, then maybe go ahead and outsource it. I also like to put music behind most of mine, especially if I'm not talking, like maybe I'm driving around. You have to pay for that, or the YouTube doesn't like it, and you can never make money on I just pay for like Epidemic Sound, it's called. And I just, run that, and that way I can always put music. I don't have to worry about getting strikes with YouTube. If you join my Facebook group, you ever have questions or anything, or if you have my email, you can email me later if I'm not clear about something. Or was there any questions now, Matt, or anything, or should I keep going?
Does anybody have any questions from this point on? Okay, awesome. If you have questions, put them in the chat, and I'll definitely make sure we get them answered, or we can have you speak as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So good. All right. So I'll just keep going. So then let's see. So step 6 is getting you want to have your YouTube channel set up as well. Subscribe ready. So which that means is having like that banner, just like right here, having your photo, filling out your about section, all this little thing. So if somebody comes to your channel, this is your home page. If you don't have anything here, it's going to look like it's not an active account. This is also why you should really want to have playlists. Because if I didn't have all these lists, and they just seem like they might think I'm not real active in real estate. They don't always look at the date and stuff. And they might be like, oh, she's probably not doing real estate no more. Who knows? It just, any little thing to help clean up your channel. So I get these banners, I make them in Canva, or, you could hire someone on Fiverr, but they're really easy to make in Canva. If you're not sure, probably mostly everyone's heard of Canva, but if not, they do have a free account you can use. Make it there. Okay, so then that's and also you look at other channels for inspiration and stuff, and that's where you can get some good idea. They don't even have to be in real estate for your inspiration. You can find them on other channels that just look really great and take ideas from them. And then the last thing you want to do is go viral and share your videos everywhere. Now, some platforms like Facebook doesn't take kindly to you stealing their clients and putting them back onto YouTube. But in this planner, I go over ways you can get around that. And because you want to promote your videos, it's kind of interesting. I know I did this in the beginning. I was so nervous making a video. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to look so weird. I don't want people seeing me. Then when I got past the camera shyness, I'm like, why is nobody watching my videos? Where is everybody? I couldn't get, I got 2 views. I'm like, oh, I got 2 people. So don't worry about filming it, just film it and put it up, because probably no one's going to find your channel but you need to start sharing it. You don't really want to share it in realtor groups, because realtors aren't your person that you want to watch or subscribe to your channel, because they're really not going to be interested in your video. And if people start dropping off your videos, then what it does, it ruins your algorithm, because it sends a message to YouTube like, oh, I guess this video isn't good. People are cutting out halfway through, so we won't push it out no more. No, it's because a bunch of real estate agents were watching it and they really don't care to see the end. So don't share it with other realtors. Just really try and let YouTube do its thing and find the subscribers, the people that want to see your videos. And that will make your channel successful. It's painfully slow in the beginning, but you hang in there and it will work. And here I have again at the end, opportunity is you reach a much wider audience than you already have. I've never had so many people from California and Pennsylvania as I do now. Because Florida is a relocation. People come here to retire. It's a huge thing like that. You definitely will close more deals. You'll definitely make more money, and you'll build actually a YouTube business, and it's great. And so that's it. If anybody has any questions, let me know. And again, as a reminder, I put this in the chat along with my Facebook group if there's anything I can help. Oh, maybe let me reach. Oh, Matt, you put it in. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Nobody has any questions or anything I can help with?
I have a question. I was wondering, sorry about that. I was wondering if you make any content towards sellers rather than buyers. I know Florida is mainly buyers, but I was just curious, I care a little bit more about marketing towards sellers, but I wasn't sure if you had any ideas there.
I do. Actually, it's a really good one. I think you'll find other agents that do it. I didn't, because of, I think, like you said, Daytona, especially Central Florida here is more of a buyer's, is if you do luxury videos and you tour luxury homes and you put those keywords, those will get you listings. My channel, when I go on a listing presentation or somebody's referring me, one of the first things I try to do is get them on my YouTube channel, because they see me more of an authority figure because I have this channel. So it still helps, but if you want to, it's hard to get listings because most sellers aren't like, let me go on YouTube.
Can I say something on that? So Jacob, just to let you know that doing the channel towards buyers leads to listings. So buyers lead to listings, just so you guys know, because every buyer, is going to lead to a listing. And you can talk to some YouTubers that I know, like in Real, which is like Jeremy Knight. You could talk about Jeremy Knight in Austin area. He gets listings all the time from his YouTube channel, but his YouTube channel is directed towards buyers. But as he built it up, he got listings, right? Because they
Right.
see. Same thing with like Brad McCollum. So don't think you can't do a YouTube channel just because of listings. Like for instance, Brad McCollum, what he did in Canada was he started out 4 years ago just going to luxury listings and doing videos of luxury listings, asking the listing agent, hey, can I do a video? And he got really good with video. He started recording videos, and then he would post them on his YouTube channel, and then people would reach out and go, hey, I want you to list my home because your video was awesome, right?
Right.
So you can do that as well. And hey, here's the thing, Jacob, and this is for everybody on the call. If you do videos about buyers as well, okay, well, guess what? If you don't want to handle buyers, guess what? There's 8,000 realtors if you're at Real, or if you're not at Real, there's tons of realtors that would love to handle your buyers. So you can get a referral fee. And the way that I look at a YouTube lead, because it's so high intent, like they're ready to go, they reach out to you, it's even a higher intent lead than like a Zillow, a paid Zillow lead. And those are very high intent. If you've ever worked Zillow, is listen, you could build a whole referral business where, let's just say, you got, 10 leads a month and you sent out, 25% referrals. Guess what? You got other people working for you, and you're making money off of that. So
I think Malcolm Lawson's doing that. He gets
Malcolm.
referrals, I think.
Malcolm Lawson does that. So yeah, I mean, just make the content. That's the biggest thing. Like, don't think about it. Just make the content. What I like about Veronica's channel versus like, hey, me bringing on, and this is not a knock on you, Veronica.
I know what you're going to say, but it works. Yeah.
But I want to tell you. So like Veronica is doing a simple YouTube channel. Like she doesn't have like a production crew that's behind her. Like anything she's doing, you can do. And you've been running this channel, what, 4 years, right? 4 years?
No, not even. Almost about 3 now.
Okay, so 3 years. She has 1,000 subscribers, which is not a lot of subscribers. Again, that's not a knock on her, but it's not about the subscribers, or it's about the content that's being viewed. And like look at Jeremy. Jeremy
it's
literally
way better. Yeah.
But he started during the pandemic. So like 2 years ago, right? Yeah. And this year, Jeremy will do over $100 million in business, all from YouTube.
So you can get
100 million. So you can get really, really deep into it. Okay. Now, but still, who on here would like to add to their business 100 grand? Just 100 grand, right? Like to say, hey, just doing videos.
Yeah. That's the beauty.
And I'm not saying you're not good.
I admit it myself. Yeah. And that's the whole point, is like, you don't even have to be good. I just don't take the time. And look at my videos. They're so short. YouTube doesn't like to really push them out. But again, I know if I, went and spent a little more time and got them up to 10 minutes, because then YouTube can run more ads. That's what it's all about, them making money. I would do a lot better too, but I'm settling because I'm so busy with my other businesses. I'm okay making 100,000 plus. I mean, I think it's up to 120 right now. So, but the end of the year should be at least 120 from not even, if I, really hunkered down, I could probably do a lot. I know I would do a lot better, because like I have like a couple minute clips. I don't even have enough watch hours to monetize. Like I don't even get paid. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you should get paid. I don't, but it's okay. It's just a stream of income for me, and it works really great. So yeah, you can make it as short and sweet or plain as you want, or you can, put a little more effort in and make it amazing, like these Jeremy's doing. And Austin, Texas might be more desirable than Daytona, but even still, I know it's because his videos, his thumbnails, his titles, and he's keeping them at least around 8 to 10 minutes. And that's what YouTube likes, at least 8-minute videos.
Yeah. And here's the other thing is he's consistent on it, right? So the more content that you're putting out, I think he told me like he drops a video like every Tuesday at 8 a.m. Like it's very consistent, right? So
1 day, 6 days, 8 days. Yeah. Absolutely.
So once you get into it, it's super simple, right? So you just got to keep doing it. And this is a perfect time to start a YouTube channel and be consistent on it, because I know you realtors out there are slow. Like I know there's times that you have time to make some content, right? as well. And then, I'll just show you guys real quick how my biggest thing with YouTube was trying to figure out how to do a thumbnail. So I'm going to take this recording that we have, and I've already started while she was talking, did a thumbnail, right? Like it's nothing super, right? But I'm going to probably put her face here, and it got a little planner. I pulled that off of Google, right? Just something simple, YouTube planner, right? And then I'll put something there, but YouTube on the thumbnails, I also heard, Veronica, and you might correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't like a lot of wording on them, right?
Right. I stopped doing that.
Yeah. So like I do YouTube planner, and then I can come up with a different channel, a different title than YouTube planner. Like, you know what I mean? And I'll come up with that title. Yeah, exactly. So really simple to do that. That was my biggest thing. I was like, how do you take somebody's picture and take the background out of it? Well, I just learned it. I Googled it. There was a YouTube video and I figured out how to do it. So
Canva has it.
Yeah, Canva is really great. I know Jeremy uses PicMonkey.
Yeah, that's the other one. I don't know that one.
And can you explain to them and I haven't started using this yet, but I hear it's really good. But you mentioned in the beginning, YouTube Buddy. What is the point of TubeBuddy? Yeah, TubeBuddy. What's the point of getting TubeBuddy? I think it has to do with the keywords, but explain to them that.
Yeah, I think the one I got for both my channel, and I say I think because it was like a while ago, it was like $100 for the life. And it's great because when you go to anyone's channel, like even when I went to, I know I'm not sharing no more, but even when I went to Jeremy's, I can see how many videos well, it's supposed to, for some reason it's not working, but how many videos he's had up, and I can see like the tags he's using and all kinds of, it tells you a bunch of information. And then there's another upgraded paid version where you can do test thumbnails. You can split test thumbnails. It can help you more with your keywords. Even I think the version I have, it can help you with your keywords again, because I'm not really using everything like I should, or doing YouTube probably like I could to really max it out, but I'm still, okay, even with my shorter version. If I really use the keywords that the TubeBuddy, it would I would be even more successful, I'm sure, with it. It's just it's worth $100, I think.
Yeah, no. And so basically it gives you an in-depth look behind the scenes of somebody's account. I had somebody show me where they would just, let's say they were doing a video on something, and somebody else had another video on there, a comparison video. And their video had a bunch of views. They'd go in with their TubeBuddy, they'd copy and paste all the keywords they used, and then use them on their video because they already know it's working. So why not just copy and paste, right?
Yeah, and it's just keywords too. When I go to put in my tags, it'll suggest it, which is a huge. I just click, or you could go and copy and paste. I haven't done that, but I like their suggestions. It saves time for $100.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else have any other questions for Veronica? When I see cameras off, you ever seen somebody with a brown bag over their head? It's like, like talking to you ever seen that? You ever seen that? We should just put some little eyes, Victor, there you are. Victor turned his camera on. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Yep, there he's gone. Yeah, exactly. Hey, you guys know me. I'm going to call it like it is. And Victor was like, "Oh man, I got to turn on my camera." So
I'm like, shit, gotta find the button. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't want to be singled out. But anybody else have any other questions, Veronica? I would definitely follow her Abundance Facebook group because I'm in there. She posts a lot of motivational stuff, but she also posts different tips and things like that. So definitely check that out. And the way, and again, this isn't a knock on you, Veronica. Okay, listen, I'm not knocking you. You know me very well so far. Okay.
Yes.
But Veronica, for the agents that are on here that don't do a lot of YouTube, Veronica gives you hope. Okay. And that's not a knock, but it's like, hey, she's not doing, you guys hear all these YouTube gurus that are like, I got this, I got a production crew, and I got all this. Oh my gosh, she's just being consistent and making content, and she's making over six figures just off of the YouTube channel. So all I can tell you today is to take action on a YouTube channel, especially during these winter months, Don't start in January. Don't write a goal down and go, I'm gonna start January 1st. And then January 1st goes by and it's like, oh, wait, you know what? I got Valentine's Day. Let me do it after Valentine's Day. Like, that's what people do. They procrastinate. And then what happens is then it's Easter and then it's, oh, it's summertime, it's vacation time. And then you never get it done. And then you always wonder why your business is not moving forward and everybody else is having way more success than you. Victor, you got a question? What you got, brother?
Yeah, so quick question. So I'm new to YouTube. So let's just say I wanted to do my first video. What would be good to start off with as far as like an introductory video?
I wouldn't really do that. I would make, if you could do one video and you want it to be successful, I can almost guarantee it will. Do pros and cons of your city, your main, like whatever your main, like pros and cons of Daytona Beach. Don't do an intro because really nobody cares about you. They don't even know you. I'm actually going today to do an intro video, but because another agent wants to do one on the river with the sun setting. But I don't know if I'll put it on my channel. I might, but I have enough videos. It's okay because I know nobody cares about me. Listen, I was doing videos when I was bald and nobody even noticed. My hair fell on my head. I'm like, I'll still do some videos. And nobody's like, oh, you washed your hair? Yeah, I used to have this big 80s red hairdo. They don't care.
Yeah.
They want to know what's in it for them, not about you at all.
Exactly. You said it right. Everybody tunes into the same radio station every day, which is WIIFM, which is what's in it for me. Now, Victor, I know you very well. Okay. I've shared a hotel room with you. I've ridden on a plane with you, flown on a plane with you, driven in a car with you. Listen, so I know you, bro. You need to do what's unique to you, and you love tacos. Okay. So go find the best taco shops in Austin. Okay. And go start doing reviews because you come from El Paso, right? Where, you find stuff here, like a video could be like, hey, listen, I know you guys here in Austin, it's all about Tex-Mex, but let me show you what in El Paso, the authenticness, I found a little hole in the wall over here. Do a video on that. Start with that. Stuff that is valued to the people. Now, there will be YouTubers that say, hey, those restaurant videos and things like that don't get a lot of traction, which is correct, but it just starts some content, right? Some of them do get views, but start some content. Hey, Victor, what else do you know? I also know that you know builder reps. You were in the new home sales. So you can go out and talk about a builder and how you like the builder and the homes and the specials they've got and things like that. I forgot the name of the builder, Saratoga, over in Georgetown. If you're looking to move to Georgetown, Texas, you need to check out this builder, Saratoga, right? Just start doing videos. And then the more you do, then you'll start looking at other people's channel and go, hey, how can I do this video? If you go and look at Jeremy Knight's channel, go look at his first video, scroll down all the way to his first video. It looks terrible. It looks terrible, right? But he just kept going and going, and the more you get better, right?
Yeah, you learn so much. Yeah, I just recently did a top 5 restaurants because I kept hearing that. I'm like, oh no, but I had a couple, over 100 videos that I did. It's one of my best videos. I'm like, oh, why didn't I do it sooner? So just do it. At least you have it on your channel. It's giving you practice making videos, editing, uploading, everything else you need to know. I don't know if you've seen, but download that planner I have too, because that has a lot more tips on how to share your videos correctly and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Well, is there any more questions? If not, we're going to go ahead and end today's call. We're about 10 minutes out from the hour. Anybody else have any other questions for Veronica? Nope.
Well, if you think of something later, just feel free to reach out to me in the workplace or my Facebook group or wherever you like.
Make a goal. Okay. Make a goal to shoot your first video this week. Why wait? The other thing is if you're afraid to be on camera, stop being afraid. Guess what? I'll be honest with you. Like probably a show of hands. Of course, I can't see everybody. How many people here have a significant other? Yeah. Okay. If you're afraid to be on camera, right? That significant other liked you. I might not think you're pretty, but they thought you were pretty, or they thought you were handsome, right? So what video does is it's the consumer wants to work with, let's say, Russell, right? The consumer might want to work with Russell versus me because Russell's a little bit more calm. He's not as, energetic, you know what I mean? Everybody has different personalities. So show the world by doing video, your personality. And there are people out there that want to work with you 100%. Like I'm going to give you guys an example. I was at a real estate conference I was doing an attraction presentation in Florida with about 40 agents. And the leader of the team said to me, he said, Matt, I just have one constructive criticism for you. And he said, some people didn't like that you showed your tattoo. And I said to him, I said, hey, I'll be honest with you. I said, I won't change that because that's me. If they don't want to work with me because I showed them, you know, my no agent left behind tattoo, then they're probably not the right fit. Not everybody's going to be the right fit for you, right? So just know, be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else on camera as well. And by the way, that group's probably coming over this week. So the point is, we're in very good talks with them. The point is not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay, right? But just shoot video, just trust us. How many times have you heard this? Stop hearing it and just take action on it. All right, guys, I appreciate every one of you for jumping on, and y'all have a fabulous week, and we'll talk next week on our mastermind. All right, bye guys.
Bye guys.